Hello and welcome back to another episode of Norwich Internationals.
After half a year.
Whoop whoop.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Norwich Internationals now coming to you from Japan.
Kyoto edition.
Yeah, we're both in Kyoto in Japan. I'm here on a business trip and Justin did me the courtesy of flying out to see me from Hong Kong, so we spent the whole day together today.
I'm so tired.
I'm really tired as well, but it was a good day.
I forgot how to do this. Like, it's been so long. It feels so weird.
Yeah, but it's kind of nice to be
Yeah.
back and doing it. No, yeah, so shall we maybe quickly start with a brief summary of what we've both been up to the last
Yeah, let's
6
do a little
months?
quick update.
Just 'cause like we haven't,
Yeah.
they haven't seen us for a while, we haven't seen each other for a while.
What the hell even happened?
So, we both graduated.
Wait.
Woo, so Justin is now a photographer,
I'm freelance.
freelance photographer. I've moved on to my PhD and I'm 6 months into my PhD now.
Half a year.
Yeah, oh my god, don't say that. Half a year already. But yeah, sorry about my voice, everyone. By the way, I'm recovering from a cold, so my voice will be, bad. But you'll hear Justin make fun of me for it a lot.
Probably.
But yeah, no. So yeah, we graduated June.
June?
See, there we go. we graduated in June, June July time.
Yeah.
Justin came back to Hong Kong.
I went on the world tour.
Oh yeah, explain.
So I had my summer Europe trip.
Yeah.
And then basically after that, this winter I went on my Asia trip.
Yeah,
Like,
you said, yeah.
And like Asia in general, not even just like one or two countries.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's kind of one to two. So I went to Italy. I went to Switzerland. I went to Spain in summer, as I said. I don't know if I've updated that far. Probably not. But then after that, like that summer, and I went back to Hong Kong. I chilled for a while.
Yeah.
And then I caught up to a lot of stuff because it's been quite a while. And then I think half a year later, Elise came by to visit me. Not even half, is it? For July. Yeah, it is half a year, so 6 months.
Yeah.
And then Elise came visit me this winter as well.
Yeah.
And we went to Japan and Korea twice, actually. We went to Macau and mainland China. So, and I've counted, right? I flew a total of 13 flights this winter. 13 whole flights. And then probably been at the airport for around the same amount of time within 1.5 months. Like, I'm sick of the airport now. I just want to stay home.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure that the security staff know me by now, right?
Yeah, because you've flown so much. No, I mean, yeah. That's quite cool.
And then I'm going to Taiwan this weekend, like tomorrow.
Yeah.
To see a concert.
Yeah.
And I was going to fly to Korea next week as well, but plans have cancelled.
Yeah, well, you've flown a lot, whereas I have flown very little. This is the first time I've flown in a while. And it's the first time I'm in Asia, so that's quite cool for me.
Hitting like going to Asia, Japan for your first Asia trip is like hitting the jackpot, I think.
Yeah, no, it's been amazing. It's been really great. I mean, it's a work trip, but we still managed to do a lot of sightseeing and stuff. So it was really nice to see both sides of.
Yeah, I think coming
Japan.
to visit you this time, it was not only allowed myself to solo travel, because last time I solo traveled was 2018.
Yeah.
Which I had some friends with me, but this time I came visiting you, but because you're working, right? So there was like 2 full days where I'm just solo traveling for the whole day.
Exactly, yeah.
And I gotta say, like, I find myself quite enjoying it. Not that I think I prefer going with friends.
Yeah.
Because you actually have someone to talk to. But at the same time, for example, I visited Nijo Castle as well as some other parks. I just like, it's just felt so calm, I think.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Like, there's this one morning I went to a shrine where there's like less than 10 people. It's less than well, it's one of those non-touristy ones. So I went there, and then I feel like the air is a lot cleaner as well.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
feels so nice, like traveling alone, enjoying.
Just clean and sanitary and just yeah.
I was
No
talking
one
to
else around.
myself like once or twice. I caught myself
Yeah.
talking to myself, but like
Yeah.
it's really nice. I really
Yeah,
enjoy
no, Japan's really great. But
traveling
yeah,
alone.
I mean, from my side, as I'm catching up, I graduated. Well, I say I graduated from a master's, but technically I haven't graduated yet.
Yeah.
So I finished my master's. Um, handed it in beginning of September. Had my viva for 4 weeks later, so my like examination, and I'm still waiting to hear back from that. Like I've done everything I need to do from my side. I'm just waiting for graduation, but I should hopefully attend UEA's graduation this summer, in July. So it'll be strange for me going back to Norwich, but I'll be there for like a day or two.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started my PhD straight after, and then that's what I've been doing since then. So I moved to Newcastle. I moved to the north of the UK. Um, yeah,
Yeah, my teeth.
had a good time.
Mm.
So yeah, and so far it's been good. I mean, not many PhD students get to even travel on their first year, so I'm quite privileged, and I mean I've worked hard to get here. Bottle flip didn't work.
Failed.
Good job. There's not enough liquid in there.
No, I'll get it. All right, sit tight. Next hour is just gonna be me.
For the audio only listeners, Justin's trying to do a bottle flip with a bottle. It's not gonna work.
No, fake it till you make it. Oh, I did it. I did it.
Okay, he got it. He got it.
All
But
right.
yeah, no, it's been good. I mean, there's a lot of things that happened in both of our lives, but what I like is that we've always stayed in touch, and we've always like, yeah, made sure to figure out how to meet up again. Wow,
Always
you're taking out.
stay in touch.
Stay in touch here.
You're under arrest, not a boy.
Yeah, we've did a lot of funny things today, which we'll talk about.
Should we just do the
But
rest of the podcast?
we got
with
these.
So again, audio listeners, I'm wearing a pair of handcuffs on me and Raph right now.
Yeah,
Totally
pink
sus
handcuffs.
activities, but
Pink
yeah.
handcuffs. And yeah, we got them from a claw machine.
Yeah. Crane games.
In Crane Games. So we went. What?
It's just funny.
We went to an onsen to come over.
Oh. God. I want to break. I want to break free.
We went to an onsen, a Japanese bath today together. So for us that was a bonding experience in itself. But for those of you that don't know what Japanese onsen is, it's basically a hot spring bath that you go to naked. And you it's meant for relaxation and like unwinding and just taking care of your body. So it's this whole experience where you go have a bath essentially.
I think as like as strange as this concept sounds to like foreigners, I think it's a really nice experience. Rather like if you ignore the fact that it's like you go in naked with a bunch of other men or women.
Yeah.
But then I think the even the journey starts from in the changing room.
Yeah.
And then you undress and put your shit in the locker. Then you just come out, go to a shower first before you actually go to bed.
Yeah.
Just showering, like sitting down and showering with a bucket, with this little shower head, and you can talk to your friends in the same
But
time.
that's the thing. These showers are unlike any showers I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Even the showers are different because you sit down while you're showering.
Yeah.
Like, you sit down and you just, you bathe yourself or you shower while sitting down, which to me was a new concept. I mean, I did it and it was fun and it was good.
Is your laptop still recording?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, having some technical difficulties.
No, but yeah. So the shower, it's in. What the point I'm trying to make is it's interesting for me as a Westerner.
Yeah.
To kind of experience it, because a lot of things are different for me. I mean, even the clothes you wear, what's it called, the yukata?
So yukata, yeah.
Is like the easiest way to describe it to the Western world, I think, is just a bathrobe.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. It's like
Um,
a summer clothing.
but it's not a bathrobe. It's
It's a pattern.
more
and really,
traditional.
yeah.
It's pattern. It's like a nicer fabric and stuff than a
Yeah.
bathrobe. But that's the closest you would.
People often
pair it with.
mix up between kimono and yukata. Yukata is more of a like really like chill clothing. It's just like one layer.
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
Kimono, there's like God knows how many layers, and it's. Sorry, there was some light flickering
Yeah.
in here. What is wrong with the room?
It's haunted. No, yeah. So kimono, you said that
Yeah,
many
kimono
layers.
has like many layers. It's very delicate, it's very expensive, and like it's just beautiful in general.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
worn for important occasions, for example, graduation ceremonies.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I really like the whole the whole tradition of it.
Yeah.
Like you feel relaxed. You feel like you're part of a group and just relaxing, right?
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I didn't even mind that we were both naked. Like,
Yeah.
it's strange because, like, you're the first of my friends that I've done something like this with, you know.
I
just
was
been
gonna say
completely
you're the
naked.
first friend I've seen naked. I was like,
No,
don't
no.
say. Well, I just said. It's such a
Exactly.
weird
You
statement.
just said, no, but you get what I mean.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you don't, like, depending on the culture you grow up with, you may
It's not
see your
every day you
family
see her.
naked or something, but you don't really
yeah.
see your friends naked. And
If you
at
want
first,
to,
maybe, yes, it's a bit weird.
Yeah.
But really, being that close with someone is often reserved for only partners, like girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever, and maybe family. But even in some cultures, seeing your family members naked is not a thing.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, this is just freeing, right? Because no one cares about how you look. You're just there
Yeah.
to relax, have a great time, and that's what
Mhm.
we did.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had the baths, but then we also had the Dr. Fish therapy,
Yeah.
which some of you might know is these little fish. I don't even know what fish they
You
are,
just eat your dead
but
skin
they
off.
eat the dead skin, and
Yeah.
they have this like natural peeling effect. And we did that twice because it was so nice.
My gripper is attracted more for some reason.
Yeah,
It's I'm
he
telling
has
you.
dirtier feet.
I'm telling you, it's the 6 hours each day of walking
Yeah, but
around.
I walk a lot.
No, you just sit in a fucking lab.
I don't sit.
Okay, fine. You stand in a fucking lab.
I stand and walk around quite a lot.
Yeah, and I walk 10K every day.
I try and get 10,000 steps every day.
Actually, it's really not that hard to
No, it's
achieve
not.
that in
It's not. It's not.
Tokyo or Kyoto.
Yeah.
Like everything. So well, I could say walkable, but if I see something that's 40 minutes, I'd still walk it.
Yeah,
Even though
exactly.
I can take like a 20-minute bus. I'd still walk it.
Yeah.
It's like on the way, it's just very like I went from the main Gion district yesterday.
Yeah.
And I walked all the way to this one zoo, which took me like 40 minutes.
Mm.
I was like, you know what? Why not? Went to the zoo.
Yeah.
I went to the zoo alone. I don't think it's something you do, right? You usually go with a friend or some partner.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
went to the zoo alone.
But this is the thing. I think solo traveling is often underrated
Yeah, no, definitely.
because I think it can be fun, and as you said, it's kind of nice to do it alone. Like, not saying you always want to do it alone because it's nice to go with your partner or go with some friends, but it's also nice to experience things alone.
Yeah, I find myself speaking to a lot more strangers
Yeah.
on this trip.
Yeah, definitely.
Like at restaurants or at my accommodation, actually, I spoke to a few people
Yeah.
from different countries. I met
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
from the UK, someone from someone. Well, actually, I met a lot of people from the UK,
Yeah.
and they're okay. Like they're from London as well for all
Oh,
of
wow.
them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I met a lot of people around different occasions. I also spoke to a lot of local Japanese people. I went into a lot of like cute shops because at the
Yeah.
time, at this time, I didn't tell myself to like, oh, I have to go this, there, this, there, this, there. I kind of had
Yeah.
5 points, and I told myself, okay, just go to these 5 points today. Doesn't matter how long you spend your time there. Just
Yeah.
if you want to, you can
yeah.
go there. So I think the first day, I went to Nijo Castle. Right, I thought it was just gonna be in that 1 hour walk. but it turned out I spent like 2.5
Yeah,
hours
yeah, yeah.
there.
Yeah, when I went there, it was quite long.
Because I bought the extra ticket to go into like one of the, I don't know what you call it. It's like
No, I know the temple.
not the
Or the
temple.
temple,
It's like
no. I know what you mean. I went inside as well. Yeah,
yeah, but like seeing how the shogun
yeah,
interact with other governors, like
yeah, yeah,
it's really cool.
yeah.
Um, I walked around and I went to this really nice cafe actually, which I'm finding right now.
Mm.
I went to a really nice cafe at the time, and I get to look at the view whilst like they give you the matcha set,
Yeah.
and you're
See,
supposed to make
I had the
matcha.
exact same thing that
Oh
you
yeah.
had at that cafe. I saw it on your story, and I'm like, oh wow, that's actually the same thing that I had. But it's good matcha, and you make it yourself and stuff.
I think matcha's a bit overrated though.
I think so as well. I mean, it's nice, but yeah, I think what I've really tried to do on this trip is, in a culinary way, try and eat as much as
Yeah.
possible and try and like see how they eat stuff here. Like one thing that kind of baffles me sometimes is, or baffled me about Japan is that some for breakfast they have rice and
Oh, you're
fish
not
and
used
stuff.
to it, right?
Completely not
Yeah,
used
yeah,
to
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Rice
yeah.
for breakfast. Rice to me is like either a lunch or a dinner
Fair enough. Yeah. I
food,
forgot about
but
that.
not for breakfast. So like when in hotels and stuff, they had the traditional Japanese breakfast of like rice and miso
Because
soup and
as
fish.
Asians, we like to have a savory breakfast, a big
No, no,
savory breakfast.
I'm not saying voice crack. I'm not saying
Sorry.
anything. I'm not saying anything about.
He
Oh
did it
my
again.
god. I'm not saying any. Oh my god, my
Third
voice.
time in a row. Oh my god.
I
I'm
had a
not.
cold. Stop.
Uh-huh.
This is just bullying.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is that I don't need anything sweet necessarily for breakfast.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's nice, but I do like having a savory breakfast. But for me, that's usually either a bagel or a toast and
Something
some cream
light.
cheese or something light.
Yeah.
Whereas rice and fish, like
This
smoked salmon or like even just cooked fish,
yeah.
to
This
me it was a bit much.
this topic actually came up between me and Elise as well.
Yeah,
She did say she's gonna try and have more like savory breakfast as well.
yeah, yeah,
Cause like she found out that it gives her more energy throughout the day.
yeah,
She thinks,
yeah, yeah.
but I don't
That
know.
makes sense.
I've been eating it for my whole life. I'm not used to
Yeah,
having
I mean
toast.
it's different depending on the culture again you grow up in. But I try to do as much in terms of Japanese food, and our collaborators that we work with here were so kind and took us out for some meals
Yeah.
and stuff, and that took us to some proper good restaurants. So we had quite a big variety of food, and that was quite nice to experience. I think all in all, I would say this trip has been a great success for me, and I do want to come again.
Mm.
I think if I'm being truthful about it, a week into it, I was a bit overwhelmed. I
Yeah.
was like, oh wow, this is, yeah, it's great and it's nice, but I also kind of felt very homesick and wanted to go back home to Newcastle and stuff. And part of that is because I miss my girlfriend and stuff, and I miss my friends there.
Yeah.
But it was just a bit overwhelming.
Yeah. I mean, to me, right, I keep saying Japan is good, but then I would never live it in myself.
Yeah.
I would never live it myself because, like, as I said, the let's just say you're going home from training, like, let's just say you've done nothing, right, for the day.
Yeah.
You go home, by via like rush hour, you still
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
the tiredness of everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
yeah.
if you're not tired, but everyone will influence you
Yeah.
to the point where you feel like it's so tiring. So I get it after like a couple of like 4 to 5 days. Like
It's
you'll
just
get
a bit like,
yeah.
wow, tiring and overwhelming, yeah. But I mean, part of me now that this trip is done and I'm leaving tomorrow is like, I'm glad it was a 10-day trip. I think if it was only 5 days, like what my boss did,
Yeah.
I would have kind of regretted it or wanted to have stayed longer. So I think it was good that it was a 10-day trip. Even though I was working and stuff, I still got to see stuff in the evenings, meet some people, make some friends and stuff, connections. Um, so yeah, overall good trip, and I'm glad I came. I'm glad we were
Mm.
able to meet up.
Feels
And it's been good.
feels unreal.
It is quite unreal. It is quite
Who
crazy
knew
that
like the next time we meet is not in UK or
yeah,
in Europe.
exactly.
It's just in Japan.
We're not in Norwich. I mean, the show started as Norwich
Yeah.
Internationals. It's no longer Norwich Internationals. We've both moved away from Norwich.
It's called Kyoto International.
Yeah, for the one episode. Um,
Going back to you saying meeting new people though, I forgot I want
yeah,
to add
yeah,
one
yeah, yeah,
thing.
yeah,
So as I was saying, like I meet a lot of new people, right, and talking to a lot of locals.
yeah.
Japan is not entirely famous. Well, they're not entirely known for their language skills.
Yes.
Yeah, they're very
Yeah,
like
yeah.
limited on their
Yeah, I've
English, which
noticed
is
that.
fine. I get it, but you know, as I feel like people do have to step up since they know that
Yeah.
they're such a popular tourist attraction.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they, I think for their own sake and for everyone's sake, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Our collaborators speak English, but it's not the best English, not the worst English. Like we can understand each other and have good conversations, obviously.
Yeah.
But I do get the feeling sometimes that they want to express themselves more or in a different way, but they can't because of a language barrier.
Yeah.
Or even when you're trying to when you're in a restaurant and you're trying to order something or whatever else, it's quite difficult in a
Mm.
sense, and I think that's partly the language barrier, which is fine. I mean, in Germany, not everyone speaks English. I mean, a lot more people speak English, but that's also
Yeah.
a different example. I don't know. I think it makes it a bit more authentic though to have that language barrier because you will always have people that really
Mm.
live authentically, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. So I was gonna say that even though there is that language barrier,
yeah,
I find myself actually picked up a lot through
yeah,
years of experience. See,
yeah,
I tell you, like, I watch so many anime and people are like, oh, you can't learn it for anime. But it's not
yeah,
true.
yeah,
Like, but, like, nowadays, for certain phrases, when the subtitle pops up, I can already predict what they're gonna say.
yeah, yeah.
And they're saying, like, some people say, oh, this is different, like, to what normal people would say in real
Mm,
life. But then it's really not, except in, you know, some really expressive ones. But for
yeah,
casual conversations, you actually pick up a lot.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I actually reflect. Well, the first time I came this winter, I was all over actually. I went to Tokyo and then up to Aomori,
Yeah.
Hokkaido, and then Kyoto, and then home. But then I found myself picking up a lot more language skills. Like I was able to talk to the staff. I was able to understand
Mm,
them.
mm,
Despite my like broken Japanese, we managed to like communicate for a bit.
yeah.
Like it's really funny. One of the staff here, I went to that face shop thingy,
Okay.
and the staff does not speak English at all.
Oh yeah.
But we managed to kind of chat, and like I picked up on one thing, and then we just one thing led to another. I told her, like I picked up a Japanese cookbook,
Yeah. Mm,
not a cookbook, but it's like a little book of food for children.
yeah.
And then she came to me and she's like, oh, cookbook for children. Like, took a little translator out. I'm like, cookbook for children, but adults seeing it, they would feel hungry. I'm like, yeah. And then I told her my love for eggs, and then I said,
Yeah.
oh, my favorite is actually katsudon and omurice, which is like two really
Mm.
famous Japanese dishes. And we just went on and on and on. We talked for like 20 minutes, I think, 25
Oh wow.
minutes.
Yeah.
She printed out a menu, like no, she printed out a
Recipe.
recipe
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
for how to make it. She was like, "Oh, it's not hard." And then she also, I said, "Oh, but it's hard to find a sauce." She was like, "Usually you can find it in Japanese stores, but then I said, I live in Hong Kong, blah blah blah." She even printed some brands for me to buy from.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
So really nice customer
No,
service.
that's very good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And but then you know, despite her not speaking any English, like I pick up certain
Enough
words.
to get by.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that is
I
really
have.
good.
There's another two scenarios actually. I'll go
Yeah.
by really quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
The other one is actually this fire ramen place. I'm pretty sure people have seen it online. There's this one dude who pours like hot ass oil on the ramen, and then it just the flames
Sets
go
fire
up.
to
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. So the dude is really nice. He speaks pretty good English, but
Yeah.
he at the end, you can I don't know, he really puts his heart into it, because at the end, before I leave, he
Yeah.
gave me a little pamphlet saying, "Oh, this is a pamphlet I personally made myself, with his son and daughter's help, to make a little pamphlet for tourists, and
Mm.
inside there shows a bunch of like spots that's non-touristy. I did
That's
go
quite
to one of
nice.
them.
Yeah, yeah.
I did go to one of them because it was on the way to one of the other shrines I
Yeah.
wanted to go. But yeah, it was quite interesting. So I really liked that.
Mm.
And lastly, the one time I actually feel like I successed in like picking up the language was at the meat restaurant. Oh my god. First of all, I don't know, for people who has followed me on Instagram, you will know like that one meal I had with it's called Wagyu Volcano. Holy shit, my cholesterol levels are so fucking high.
Yeah,
I can like
yeah.
I don't think I never thought I would say this, but I'm sick of Wagyu for a while now.
Mm. Mm.
But yeah, the cashier, like when I was about to leave, the cashier was like really, she's really friendly, but doesn't speak
Yeah.
a lot of English as well. But I kind of picked up like one or two sentences. She was like, "Oh, how do you find this place? Where are you gonna go next?" I don't know how, but I actually understand it without subtitles.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
Yeah, we were able to have a conversation. And the
No,
funniest
that's
thing I think around when I go around Japan is telling people, sumimasen, or
Yeah, yeah.
Nihongo wa karimasen. Literally said it in Japanese, saying, "Sorry, I don't understand Japanese."
Yeah.
But it's really nice to see like years of like progress just like
No,
picked
it
up
is great.
subconsciously,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I
And
think this,
Japanese is not an easy language to learn, so
no,
it's quite cool when you like notice yourself. Oh, I actually know how to
yeah,
say that or whatever.
yeah, from biru hitotsu onegai shimasu, and then all the way to like biru futatsu, two
Yeah,
beers, please.
yeah, exactly.
But no, I think it's been a fulfilling trip for me as well. Even though it's
Mm.
a really short one, it's really
Yeah,
tiring.
yeah, yeah. No, it's been great, and it's been good. We were able to meet up and even record a podcast episode here in
Yeah.
Kyoto, special edition Kyoto edition. Um, yeah, we don't know when we're next gonna see each other. That's also
Yeah.
the next thing. Like, I mean, it could be in Hong Kong. It could be in the
Better
UK.
be.
It could be in another 6 months. It could be in a year. Who knows? Or even more. I mean, we'll stay in touch anyway, and
Yeah.
we'll definitely like. Yeah.
Any final thoughts on your whole Kyoto, Osaka, whole like trip?
I really enjoyed it. I think I would have enjoyed it even more if I had come on a holiday rather than a business trip. Because by it being a business trip, my mind was always in like business mode, if that makes sense, and I couldn't really relax fully or something. It was quite nice for me to go with my boss because it showed her in a different light. Because at work she's very like strict and very much this work needs to be done, which is fair enough. But outside of work, like on this trip, she was just enjoying the sightseeing. She was just
Yeah.
really enjoying herself, and that was really nice to see. So I think I've bonded with her as well on this trip, which is really good, for my work. Yeah, I think I definitely will come back as a tourist, because I do want to go and I want to show Sophie, my girlfriend, Japan and stuff. So we'll see. Hopefully that'll be sometime in the next 5 years, but probably will
5,
be.
goddamn.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen, but
Go on a grad trip.
yeah, maybe.
That sounds good. Sounds
But
logical.
grad trip when I graduate will be in 3 years, 2.5 years.
Yeah, exactly. That's fair.
Yeah.
5 years seems
save,
long.
Save up to then. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we'll see.
We were in Don Quixote. This guy pronounced like katana in a very Italian accent.
Oh my god.
Katana.
Yeah. I don't know why it just came out of me, but
Oh, it's a katana.
yeah. But I think Japan's great. I love it, and I want to come back, but it's also a bit overwhelming. So,
yeah, we were just talking before, like, I don't
Yeah.
know how, like, foreigners are gonna navigate if you don't know kanji or whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes at really traditional places, they don't have they don't have English, which is a huge struggle. You know, you have to take out your translator app. And talking about that, I actually have another story I want to say. At I was queuing up for dinner one day. They have a lot of English like people there.
Yeah.
So they have English menu, but they just hand it to me like a Japanese menu. There's an Asian behind me, like who's with his American friends, and they're obviously loud. So the staff just gave them English menu, and he was saying like, "Oh, how rude, how racist! They gave me an English menu," and then, but then I was just holding on the Japanese menu. I was like, okay, I'll have one of these. I'll have one of that because I can read it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not hard.
Yeah.
Plus, they have photos.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier.
That helped a lot traveling here.
But I ordered in Japanese. It was all very easy.
Yeah.
Like, also it's not racist really. Like Japanese people, they understand English, but if you only say it in their accent, do you get what I mean?
Yeah. No, I do understand what you mean.
Because like for example, you say like if you say Starbucks or McDonald, well McDonald they should know, but if you say like Starbucks, they're like nan desu ka? But you have to tell them Starbucks.
Yeah.
Then they'd understand. But you know, it's just
Yeah. Anyway, it's been good. It's been nice.
This guy's eyes are like red as hell.
Bro,
Dude's been here for 10 days and he still has jet lag. He still has jet lag.
Yeah. And now I'm going back and the jet lag is going to be even worse.
I barely have jet lag.
Yeah, but what do you mean?
It's a 1 hour difference for me.
Yeah, exactly. 1 hour is nothing.
You know I do this
it's
like...
a 9 hour time difference for me.
I do this every like twice a year.
Yeah, but it's only 1 hour difference.
No. I'm talking about when I had to fly back to UK.
Oh,
I do it twice a year. Constantly.
Yeah, but you had longer to recover.
Yeah, I guess so.
So it's different, but whatever. I mean, I think we're both tired, and
I'm still pretty. I still have energy from that 5-minute power nap on the train.
It wasn't 5 minutes. You slept for longer than 5 minutes.
Let's just say 10 to 15.
Yeah.
I snored myself awake. That's my superpower. One time I was getting a massage, right? And I lied down. I swear to God, I snored myself awake like 6 times in a row. I hated myself for that moment. I just wanted to sleep.
Yeah. No, but thank you all to our listeners. What?
Thank you.
Stop it. Thank you to all our listeners for tuning in. I'm sorry again about my voice. As I said, I'm recovering from a cold. The handcuffs are coming out again, so that's going to be fun. Hope you have a good day or a good night and sleep well wherever you are. And we will see you next time.
Motherfucker, put your hand down.
Oh no. Wow.
There you go.
Alright, I'm cuffed
chained to the chair.
Chained to the
No,
chair.
I'm going to start torturing him.
Okay.
Turn the light back on. There you go.
I just said good night.
No.
I had
morning.
A nice end.
Good morning to some people.
I just had a nice end and you've ruined
it. You want
to
end it so quickly?
What do you mean? We said half an hour.
Not enough budget, huh?
No, I don't get paid enough for this. Alright, well, have a nice evening or day. Don't mind my voice.
We're both flying tomorrow.
We're both flying tomorrow.
He has
we have a busy day.
He's got like 2 trips, like 2 flights because it's a connecting one.
Yeah.
So good luck to you. And
Thanks.
it's been really nice seeing you in Japan.
It's
Surreal to... It's always surreal to me to meet like somewhere... Because we're not from Japan, but then we're meeting in a country that, you know, it's not our home.
But that's what happens with international people. It's not our home, but we travel a lot, and that's the great thing about being international. And brings us back to Norwich Internationals. We started out in Norwich, but we're both no longer in Norwich.
True that, yeah.
So really, the show is no longer Norwich Internationals. It's just the Internationals.
No, we could barge back into your accommodation. You know,
let
exactly.
me do a fucking episode. Let us in the podcast room. They might even let us, but
dude is chained.
All right, I'm gonna undo this chain.
Dude is so sleepy. Okay, let me just start talking now.
How?
Dude is struggling. White man struggles in Japan.
Wow.
You don't need the key.
I know, but I want to do.
Okay. So yeah, it's been surreal, I think, in my opinion, because I've traveled to Japan so many, like Hong Kong people, we love Japan. We treat it as our second home. But yeah, for him to, for us to be able to meet up in here, I still think it's kind of surreal.
Yeah.
Like when he said that, oh yeah, I'm coming to Japan, and I was like, okay, say no more. And then I literally booked a flight and like flew in like
Yeah.
half a week or a week later.
Yeah, it was quite cool.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Oh, it's been great. We'll do something like this again soon.
I hope you come to Hong Kong, like,
No, I will. I really do want
because
to.
Asia's my territory, you know.
Yeah. All of Asia is your territory.
Pretty
okay.
much.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But I will come to Hong Kong. Definitely.
Donating money to this penguin. For our audio listeners,
Yeah.
this penguin is called Don Pen from Don Quixote, the mascot for Don Quixote, right? And he keeps taking our money.
Your money.
Yeah, it's
Not
not
mine.
good. I mean, you did shop at his.
Yeah, I guess.
It's exactly.
Yeah.
Donkey is a fat ass franchise.
Yeah.
But I'm you know, I don't know if you remember this conversation. We talked about consumerism in UK. I swear we did something about that.
Yeah.
So, but then I'm like,
Sorry, I'm tired.
I know. He just stared at me for a full second like I'm some alien.
I ended the episode and you're not just.
Well, I'm expanding because I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
I want to talk more. I just realized I'm groping this lamp like it's a fucking like pole dance.
Yeah. I'm just gonna double check that this is actually recording.
You're joking.
No, it is recording.
Okay, good.
Just imagine that whole
The
thing.
past like 30 minutes of it's talking to
Yeah,
no one.
exactly.
If
You're
it's
going
not recorded,
crazy.
it didn't happen.
All right. Well, good night, everyone. Oh my god. All right. Talk to you soon, everyone.
My God.
What?
Okay, he just wants to leave. Everyone boo him. Boo.
Wow.
Wait, no, you're not gonna end it like that. Let me end it properly.
Okay.
Let me
Okay.
end it
Okay.
properly.
Okay. End it properly.
So I was saying.
I knew this was gonna happen.
No, truly, it's been amazing seeing you here.
It's been great.
It's a pity you're not here for traveling, like
Yeah,
to work and
yeah,
you're only
yeah.
free in dinners, because like you missed out on a lot. For example, what is it? You are shivering, my guy.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you look like you're on drugs.
Maybe I am.
He's high on onsen water.
Yeah, I'm high on hot springs.
It was Nishiki Market.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, no,
by
I've
not
been.
by not going there in the morning though,
Yeah.
it's kind
True.
of a bummer. Because like that's liveliest.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
scammed twice.
Yeah.
Well, voluntarily scammed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think next time you should come as a holiday.
No, I will.
Come
I
to
will
Hong Kong.
definitely.
I'll
Yeah.
be able to do a lot more because I've got we've got you've got a place to stay there,
Oh, cheers. Yeah.
and then I know a lot more. I can speak the language, so it's no longer a problem.
Yeah. No, it'll be really good, and I do want to come.
You see me starting to argue with one of the staff. That's not
Yeah.
arguing. That's just us talking normally.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I always welcome people to come visit me.
Yeah.
'Cause it's
No,
such a far
I mean, I
place,
will
right?
at some point. Yeah, I will.
I feel like because a lot of people, especially like UK, they're like, oh, Hong Kong. Where is that in Japan?
Yeah.
No, that's not true. They colonized us, so they should know. No, but as in like, I feel like when I think about Korea, Asia, it's like Japan and Korea. But
Yeah.
Hong Kong kind of gets left out for a while.
I don't know about that, but
They just know us, but not as a traveler, like not as a traveling
yeah.
destination.
Yeah.
Which I think it's like Japan, but a more chill.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cause like, damn, I'm gonna drag this over and over. Korea,
Yeah, I know.
Korea and Japan, they're all very hustling cities.
Yeah.
Not that they don't have their own countryside, they do, but in Hong Kong, the bustlingness is different. You can
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
different energy. Meanwhile, it's like you can feel it very tense in Japan and Korea. I feel like. Yeah. But yeah, good to have you.
Yeah, it's been great.
Asian.
Thanks for seeing.
I speak to you as I'm like
As
I'm
an
the
Asian.
I'm like the gatekeeper
The
of
delegate
Asia.
of the Asians.
I'm Mr. Worldwide. I'm Mr.
Yeah.
Asia.
Yeah. No, it's been great. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and we'll see you again the next time.
See you next time, man.
See you next time.
Bring it in. Ow.
Ow. We're just hitting each other now.
Okay.
All right. Well, good night to everyone.
I just hope there's a bus for me to get back.
All right. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.